Hello, beautiful souls. What if I told you that physical pain, low back pain, shoulder pain, neck pain, is an invitation, it's a portal to your liberation, to healing. The very place that hurts in your body is also the place for healing. I'm going to illustrate this with an example, a story. I was helping a client. As a lot of you know, I still help people with physical pain through training to physical training. And when clients come to me with chronic pain, in this case, this woman is in her 70s, actually not, in her late 60s, and she has this weird pain that in a way is getting worse around her sacrum, the base. It's an important information. Because I look at the body holistically, what is in the base in that pain, where a lot of people experience hip pain, sacral, SI joint pain, even low back pain, which I used to suffer tremendously years ago. That's our first center. In a language of energy medicine, is the first chakra, is our root. It's our capacity, ability to feel that we're fully here, to feel grounded, to, in a way, have a tribe, have people, not tribe in a sense of rigid beliefs, have this deep need to belong, but at the same time feel like you are a part of something. You have a tribe, people that support you, has your back. And it's interesting, I was doing hands-on medicine, I was doing core synchronism with this client 2 weeks ago, and I had this intuition to call her, to ask her if she felt like she had a tribe. And she starts crying. She immediately said to me, even though I have family here, I don't feel like anyone has my back. I lost my thing here. Does that resonate? No one has my back. I hear that from many clients. So first, she doesn't have a tribal connection. So that's number one information that gives me around the instability of the first center. Then another week I was doing another session of core, because when I work with clients now, I combine somatic healing and also core synchronism, which is a form of craniosacral work, where I get to be very quiet with the client in a table, there's no conversation, and I get to see a lot of information through their bodies, through their energetic field. And I saw this fracture around her heart center. So after the session, I asked her, is it possible that you have a heartbreak still? And she starts crying again. So every time a client has an emotional response, I know I hit a chord of truth in them. And I'm not always right. And this is not psychic reading, this is not energy work. This is simply connection, connecting with their bodies, connecting with their soul. I received these informations and she started crying. So then I invited her to do a somatic healing session with me, which we had yesterday. And I'm circling back to pain as a portal, I promise. As we sat for 75 minutes, I guided her through a practice. It's a process called compassion inquiry. It's also a process of healing the past, healing the inner child or the young self. She immediately connected with this anger and this grief in her body as she put her attention in the pain on her sacrum, her base area. She cries. She has an image of her 8-year-old little girl that never heard, never felt truly loved, never had that sincere love declaration from her parents. I love you, you're safe, you can be you. Does that resonate? How many of us had that message? And this our parents were busy, they were stressed out, they were anxious, they were in survival. So of course they had no time to attune with us. That's just life. No blame here. So as she connect with that, then I help her to release, to heal that young self part, release the grief, release some anger, and then help her to connect with the light. And afterwards, hours after the session, I checked on her. She said she was feeling great. She was feeling very light. So this is an example of how pain is a portal, because our physical body is going to express tension, always tension first. Tension, pain, constriction, sometimes illnesses, and none of that is a punishment. There's nothing wrong with that. Is the way that our bodies, our higher self, can use our bodies to call for our attention. As my great teacher, Dr. Gabor Mate says, where there is tension, is requiring attention. So pain is the portal for some deep healing. So I'm going to invite you today to just sit and just do a body scan. Where are you holding tension? Where there's this place that you have chronic pain. I used to suffer of tremendous, debilitating low back pain, sciatica pain. And that has been completely healed, even though I still have bulge discs. That was a portal for me, for many, many of the teachings that now I teach my clients and I still apply to myself every single day. So pain is a portal. So instead of getting frustrated, angry that your body still hurts, maybe you're not able to do the things you love. I see a lot of people expressing anger towards the body, and that definitely is not a gateway to healing. That's just going to amplify the inflammation. There's a emotional inflammation going on that's going to increase the inflammation on the body, because the body is going to respond to the mind. And the mind is a combination of your thoughts, your beliefs, and your emotions. That creates a cascade of chemicals in the body that can cause pain, tension, illness, and so on. So pain is the portal. Sit with that, bring a lot of love and compassion. And if you want to support, if you're local and you want to experience my unique approach, which I combine core synchronism, craniosacral work, polarity therapy, and somatic healing, if you want to experience that, shoot me a message. Otherwise, sit and see. Ask what the pain teacher wants to show you. Much love.